Have you seen that interview on her where she says like everyone goes forward against her and no one's had been on the back foot against her?
No one trains as hard as I do. No one does the shit that I do.
I know that I do make my opponents look bad. Part of what I do.
She runs very well, but she ain't gonna be able to run away from me.
I can't imagine they go with the same approach as they did in our sparring session, but if they do, they do.
If she's got something that I want, I'm gonna leave no stone unturned and I'm gonna grab it with both hands.
How do they think they win? It's quite funny because like they can't really, let's be honest.
Great night of World Championship Boxing, Saturday, October 12th from the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh.
To be the one of two, given this opportunity and this platform to fight in Riyadh season is massive. It is an incredible event to be a part of. I mean, every name, from start to finish basically, could be its own headliner. To be sharing a card with the likes of Beterbiev, Bivol, Beterbiev, it's, yeah, what dreams are made of really, isn't it?
And obviously yet to have had any female fights on the Riyadh season card, so to be the first one, to be the first world title fight out in Saudi as well is massive. It just shows the steps that have been made and it's time to show what we can do.
I take this opportunity with great responsibility as well. We want to see female fights on all the Riyadh season cards and the way to do that is by stealing the show.
Controlled aggression now. As soon as you touch it, aggressive. Come on.
From the floor?
Yeah, from the floor. That was cold. Her leg strength's good, our upper body strength's good now. So we just need to connect the two.
It's mostly hate.
Yeah. Do you know what? I said this to her the other day. I was like...
He said his ultimate goal is to have a camp where I like him every day.
If you're punching, your legs are strong and your upper body's strong, but your core's not strong, then she's not going to get the full amount of power. So it's like a spring. So if you have a spring with no real resistance, it's not really going to have much effect. But if you've got a tight, strong spring when she's punching, so that's literally what we're working on. That's much better. Little things like that we can just change really. So power work, single leg work, and a bit of a core strength.
I definitely see the frustration in my opponent's eyes, and as soon as I see that, it's game over. Especially in the Mahfoud fight. Everything she tried wasn't working. Same with probably the Vargas fight.
I don't think so. Whoa, nice left hand. Best punch of the fight for Nicholson, and maybe she gets on her...
And the Wild Heart fight. And the Jacobs fight. Every fight, yeah.
Do you feel like you don't get the credit for that side of things? And do you think maybe if this fight with Raven goes a similar way, then that you will finally...
I think it'll be the same reaction. It'll be, oh, Raven wasn't herself. She was off that night. She wasn't used to the occasion. Like, all the excuses will come out for why I made her look bad. Like, I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of doing. And I know that I do make my opponents look bad. It's part of what I do. We'll probably throw 100 more punches against Raven than we threw against Vargas.
That's the plan.
If it goes all 10. 10 or less.
Yes, she is.
It's an interesting dynamic in this fight that you've actually sparred.
Yeah.
I'm confident, I'll put it that way.
She's strong, powerful, aggressive, quite relentless, good fighter.
She does a lot of things well, you know, she's a very good technical boxer.
I know what worked, what didn't work against her at the time.
She didn't do anything that would make me feel worried, and I know I've got plenty that could unravel her.
I've had 6 or 7 pro fights since then. She's had probably 5 pro fights since then. We're not going to be the same.
She runs very well, but she ain't going to be able to run away from me.
I feel like it gives a little edge then if we hadn't done it, but at the same time, they've had that experience as well. So, yeah, I mean, so-so.
Go. Good. Go. Good. You'll beat Raven, and then Tiara Ban at the end of the year, and next year will be massive. You know, the public will be calling out for that Serrano fight.
She's always been saying she wants a fight.
Yeah.
She shows that she can fight in the pocket
Yeah.
and on the inside. Do you think that that's how she'll approach this fight with you, or do you expect her to box how she has done?
Either way she does it, it doesn't matter, because either way she's going to have to fight.
Virgin Holiday is the Hard Rock Hotel in the Maldives.
The Maldives would be like my idea of hell. Nothing to do.
We've treated all our fight camps like a world title fight. It's just building on what we've already put in place, the fight camps before.
Because all she wants to do is beat people up.
Actually, so true. What? You just love punching people.
Oh, yeah.
She just wants to beat people
Oh
up.
yeah, it's not. It's just a great job.
It's all about the fight for Chappers.
Fight between myself and Skye has been talked about for a good while now, and I think it's because people know that style of fight, it'll bring out the best in both of us, I believe.
Today's our conditioning session. They're designed to put stress and strain on, and they're designed to really be harder than what a fight could be.
I fucking love them.
It can be quite brutal, and I do get the death stare from time to time. So Raven does look at me like she wants to kill me, but deep down inside she knows they're doing her good. So
I'm about action. I like to throw hard punches, I like to be skillful and technical. So I think this fight will be a really great showcase. It'll be a really skillful fight, but it'll also have that Raven element of going out there and making it a fight as well.
What do you know about the opponent?
Skye, everything. Literally everything. I've watched every second of every one of her fights. I've watched her amateur fights, I've watched her pro fights. I know her probably as well as she knows her. Give me a big drive, big press, go on. Good girl, strong.
We both believe that we can win. We don't need to necessarily have that needle between each other to build the fight, because I think the fight says it all.
But you've made it look worse.
Eh? Fuck off, I'm a hairdresser.
She thinks there's no way she could lose this fight. What do you make of that energy?
I hope that's how they do think. I hope they go there with that kind of attitude, because if they do, they're in for a very, very big shock.
Because it's such a big stage that we're on, and it's a huge step for women's boxing, hopefully be the first of many.
No one does the shit that I do. And I honestly believe that in that session. That's harder than a fight. Physically and mentally, even though it's not necessarily punches coming back. You don't have any respite, no breather, constantly on the whole round.
We prepare for the best ever possible Raven Chapman for October 12th, and we have an answer for absolutely everything. That's how it goes.
I don't care what they do. What I've got to focus on is what I do best.
For me, I want to be remembered and known as the best female fighter of all time.
I'm not a gimme fight, and I'm not gonna roll over on the night, you know.
After I beat Raven Chapman and Tiara Brown and finished 2024 beating a combined record for my 4 opponents this year of, I think it's about 80-2. After I do that, it's my turn. Let's go.